Today we're counting down the top 10 guest stars of Star Trek: The Next Generation, but with a twist. We're only focusing on actors who appeared in 1 or 2 episodes. So no reoccurring characters, just those unforgettable one-shot performances that left a lasting impact. Let's engage. At number 10, Paul Winfield as Dathon, Darmok. The Temerian captain who speaks entirely in metaphor, Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. His performance turned what could have been a confusing episode into an absolute classic. It's a masterclass in storytelling, and Winfield sells the emotional weight of Dathon's sacrifice beautifully. At number 9, Matt Frewer as Berlinghoff Rasmussen, A Matter of Time. Best known as Max Headroom, Frewer brought his signature energy to the role of Berlinghoff Rasmussen, a so-called time traveler with some serious snake oil salesman vibes. His comedic timing made him a standout villain, proving you don't need phasers to be a threat. At number 8, James Doohan as Montgomery Scott, Relics. The legendary James Doohan reprised his role as Montgomery Scott in Relics, and wow, what a performance. Seeing Scotty struggling to find his place in a future that had moved on was both nostalgic and heartbreaking. His interactions with Geordi and Picard made this episode a TNG classic. At number 7, James Sloyan as Admiral Jarek, the Defector. James Sloyan delivers one of the most tragic performances in TNG history. As Admiral Jarek, a Romulan who defects into the Federation in the hopes of preventing war, he realizes too late that he's been deceived. His final moments, reflecting on a daughter he will never see again, are just devastating. At number 6, Saul Rubinek as Kivas Fajo, The Most Toys. Saul Rubinek's Kivas Fajo is equal parts creepy and hilarious. A sadistic collector who kidnaps Data, he's a villain who loves playing mind games. His final scene, where he realizes Data almost kills him, is just chilling. At number 5, Kelsey Grammer as Captain Bateson, Cause and Effect. He's only on screen for a few seconds, but Kelsey Grammer's Captain Bateson leaves a huge impact. Imagine being trapped in a time loop for 90 years and suddenly waking up to find the entire galaxy has changed. It's an iconic cameo that left Trekkies wanting more. At number 4, Gene Simmons as Admiral Nora Satie, the Drumhead. Gene Simmons gives a powerhouse performance as Admiral Satie, a once great officer consumed by paranoia. The Drumhead is a haunting reminder of McCarthyism and witch hunts, and Simmons absolutely commands the screen as her character spirals out of control. At number 3, Leonard Nimoy as Spock, Unification Part 1 and 2. Leonard Nimoy's return as Spock in Unification was one of TNG's biggest moments. Seeing him work toward peace between the Vulcans and the Romulans, alongside Picard and Data, was a dream crossover for Star Trek fans. Nimoy's performance was as thoughtful and as brilliant as ever. At number 2, Mark Lenard as Sarek in Unification Part 1. Mark Lenard gave one of TNG's most gut-wrenching performances. Watching the great Vulcan ambassador lose control of his emotions due to Bendai syndrome was nothing short of heartbreaking. This was a legendary return for a legendary character. And at number 1, David Warner as Gul Madrid, Chain of Command Part 1 and 2. This man made Picard suffer in ways he'd never seen before. His psychological torture scene, "There are 4 lights," is one of the most intense moments in TNG history. Warner was a master at playing villains, and this was one of his best. Did your favorite guest star make the cut? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great Star Trek content.